Hey music fans! As a roadie, I had this great opportunity to tour with all these bands. I wrote a book about my experiences on the road, and it was the #1 new release on Amazon and Bios, and it's now sold millions of copies on Kindle. I'm Joel Roadie, and this is my podcast, Party Like a Rock Star.
Well, I'm just being honest. The ones that I said I like, I did like. But
Cool.
when I don't like something, I'm not gonna say I do like it just to please somebody to say what everybody want to hear. I've never been that way. I've lost some potential friends because I'm honest.
Okay, let's switch up the vibe a little bit. Have we heard of a young man by the name of Dimash? And Dimash is from Kazakhstan.
From where?
Kazakhstan. And there you have it. Mr. Willie Chambers is 86 years young. He gave me 2 hours of his time today to listen to some new music and let us know what he thinks of that new music. If you don't know Willie Chambers, you may know the Chambers Brothers, for which he was a member of. You might know the tracks In the Midnight Hour, I Can't Turn You Loose, and of course, Time Has Come Today, a very important track of the 60s, and, seminal piece of music, man. He's a legend in the true sense of the word. He's an amazing guy, and I was really excited to have him on here. It's just neat to have guys like him come on, and you know what I did learn here is that Willie Chambers is a metalhead. So just to let you guys know, he likes metal, man. He was into it. So these should be fun. I hope you guys enjoyed them as much as I did recording it with him. He's a cool cat. Let's jump into these, and you guys can hear what Willie Chambers thinks of your favorite band. Let's do this. So this is Dimash, and Dimash is from Kazakhstan. This is my door opener to him, and I was enamored by this performance. Just such a wonderful display of singing ability. And now I've explored a lot of his catalog, which is an important part of music, right? It's that door opener to go listen to other stuff if you want to. So I'm going to play you this track. It's called S.O.S. And it is a cover. He did not write this. So anyway, let's jump into it together. You can let me know what you think.
All right.
Обладатель Гран-при международного конкурса исполнителей эстрадной песни «Витебск-2015» Димаш Кудайберген, Казахстан.
Pourquoi je ris, pourquoi je pleure? Voici le S.O.S. Dans rien en détresse. J'ai mûri hier sur toi. Je me prendrai boisson. Jeu de jour, coup fou de la vie, avec les bons dessinés. J'ai comme deux zombies, tu me t'avales, je sens quelque chose qui m'attire, qui m'attire, qui m'attire, voler. vis? Pourquoi je meurs? Pourquoi je ris? Pourquoi je pleure? J'y crois comme pénitence. Quel était notre romance? J'ai mille vies et sur terre. C'est je me sens de nouveau. Je me fais
Dimash.
What'd you think of Dimash?
My goodness. what a what a talent.
Can sing.
Such a range in his voice and so much control. Total control is that's very good. That was unusually talented. Now he has great range,
Incredible. It's incredible.
strong range, and it's just as God, I really don't know what to say other than that's great.
Okay, cool. You know, he's I think he's famous for spending a lot of time practicing his ability, his vocal cords and whatnot. When you sing, do you do the same thing? Do you treat your voice as an instrument as well, Willie? Do you spend time having to get into practice or?
Well, you know, years ago when I was a young boy, I came from Mississippi,
Yeah.
and there's a certain time in the evening you can say, "Hey," and you hear it back 3 or 4 times. Hey, 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 hey. And I used to go down in the swamps, and I asked God to give me give me something special in my voice that would make people feel something.
Uh-huh.
And that's what he does. He makes you feel. It's emotional. He makes you feel. He makes you feel something. And I try constantly to sing so that people are benefit something from it, and something that might make them feel better, but maybe make them forget about something that they don't want to think about.
Cool.
And I want them to go away and say, "I'll never will forget that." You know,
Yeah. Well, I think
yeah.
you achieved that. I know you did. So it's cool. It's cool.
I think he has too.
I'm glad you like him as much as me. I think he's so very talented and he does have a larger body of work. There's a lot of stuff going on. And so maybe sometime I can play you another track of his or you might
All
want
right.
to see yourself. I have a question. And so I was doing interviews for roughly a year on here, and I asked a lot of the people the same question. It's my favorite question to ask. And it came from my friend's daughter who was in 5th grade. And she said, you should ask every guest when they first felt famous. And so I ask you, when did you first feel famous? It doesn't have to necessarily be the strict word fame. If you don't choose to answer the word famous, it's up to you. When was there a moment in your career, a kernel in time that made you feel happy about what you were doing or a success or something? What's the first that would come to your mind?
Well, I never thought about feeling famous. Feeling famous. I always wanted to feel accepted. But when we got invited to do the Ed Sullivan show,
yeah, Johnny
Carson, and when we played the Whiskey a Go Go for the first time, I always felt like if you're gonna make it, if you play the Whiskey a Go Go, that was the hottest place in the city in Hollywood. And then when we went and did the Newport Folk Festival, that's when I really felt famous there, because we got invited to do that performance there, but we were just doing the workshops.
Okay.
But one of the older performers took ill and he couldn't appear. So they came and asked us if we would fill in, and that gave us a shot at the main stage.
Hey.
So we got on stage, and we looked out and we saw all those people, and that's a folk event. And we looked out at that crowd, and we looked at each other, and we thought, we're going to do Time Has Come Today.
That's great. And
we did that. It was chaos. It turned into a full-fledged rock and roll concert. They broke down. They had little bamboo things around the workshops. Everything was flattened to the ground, and the crowd, everybody that was at the festival, came to the main stage, and it was very disturbing for Mr. Weens. George Weens came on the mic, and he says, "Whether you know it or not, that was not folk music."
Oh, really?
and he turned to us and he said, "You will never play the festival again." And when we were invited 3 times consecutive each year, 3 years, we were invited back by popular demand.
That's great.
That's when I felt famous.
I love it. That's such a good story. It's so cool. I really like it.
Of course, we apologized later. We told him we're sorry, but we just couldn't pass up that opportunity.
Absolutely not.
Well, we thought it would be really great, because after you're there 2 or 3 days and you listen to Michael Rowe go to show, and
we're like, we're gonna rock this place.
Yeah, let's turn it out.
Yeah, let's get going.
It was a relief for everybody there to hear something different than what was considered folk music.
Yeah.
It took it to another level, and we got invited back 3 times consecutively. Yeah, 3 times in a year, three times straight, by popular demand. Well, and Mr. Weems was okay with us, like he didn't like what we did, but hey, after thinking about it, he was okay. Cause we apologized to him every time we went. We're sorry we did that, but we just couldn't resist it. He understood.
Well, speaking then in threes, I'm going to play you a band called The Warning. They're 3 sisters out of Mexico, and they did actually play the Whiskey a Go-Go recently in the last couple of years or so. But have we ever heard of a band called The Warning?
The Warning. That's what we was trying to do with The Time Has Come Today. Warn people that the time has come.
Cool.
Warning. I never heard the band. Warning.
All right. Well, you've been warned. Let's give it a go.
We all need to pay attention to the warning.
Okay, let's do this.
Woo!
The podcast is over. What are you still doing here? Well, while you're here, like and subscribe. Thanks.